my mother, Pam. She's coming in to teach us how to make and can salsa. So the first thing we have is we have all our produce laid out, we washed everything, and we're ready to go. So we need to remove the skins from our tomatoes today. So we're going to score using my paring knife the bottom of the tomato, and then you want to remove the core. And we're going to stick these in boiling water behind us. We have our trash bin here. We have our boiling water behind us. We're going to stick these in there. It only takes a couple seconds, like 10 to 20 seconds. And then we're going to pull them out and we're going to stick them in an ice water bath that you'll see in a minute in our sink. And then we'll remove all the skin. That way we just have the flesh of the tomato and we can cut it.
Get with the gravy, Davy.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Try a tomato Play-Doh. Here's cacciatore, Dory. Taste of bologna, Tony.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
I fix your favorite dishes, hoping this good food fills ya. Work by hands to the bone, in the kitchen alone. You better eat if it kills ya. Have anything you like, Mike.
Why, thank you, Bill.
The steak is choice, Royce.
Yummy.
I got a bonbon for you, John.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Hannah, Davy, Tommy, Dora, Mandrake.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Now pass me a pancake, Mandrake. Have an hors d'oeuvre, Merv. How about a demi-tassy for Cassie?
So we're going to blanch and shock our tomatoes to remove the skin. Blanching, we are placing the tomatoes after we score and core them into the boiling water, removing them and placing them in this ice water bath that we prepared in this clean, sanitized sink.
All of my friends are welcome. Now don't make me nag you, mag ya. Eat the table, the chairs.
Okay, while my mom is working on blanching and shocking the tomatoes, we're going to go ahead and start cutting up our other products. So we'll start with our onions. Remember, you're going to cut down on each side, not removing the core totally, just enough. Get away, but keeping some to maintain so it holds together for dicing. I'm going to peel all this off. These are sweet yellow onions. Okay, and then because it's a round object, we want to get our flat side, remember, and we want to keep our claw technique intact. So we're going to cut the onion in half. And then we're going to go ahead and cut 2/3 of the way in. Notice that my left hand is in a claw technique the entire time. Work our way around the onion. Okay, and then once I get to that point, hand goes flat on top. I'm going to cut 2 slits, and then I'm going to begin my dicing. Because we are making salsa, I'm going to do a small dice. Okay, and then we're going to keep moving forward, and we're going to get all our onions prepped.
Have a banana, Hannah. Try the salami, Tommy. Get with the gravy, Davy.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Try a tomato Play-Doh. Here's cacciatore, Dory. Taste of bologna, Tony.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
I fix your favorite dishes, hoping this good food fills ya. Work by hands to the bone, in the kitchen alone. You better eat if it kills ya. Have anything you like, Mike.
Why, thank you, Bill.
The steak is choice, Royce.
Yummy.
I got a bonbon for you, John.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Hannah, Davy, Tommy, Dora, Mandrake.
So because
because we're making salsa and we're just looking for a small diced onion and we're not looking for uniformity in our knife cuts, we can really go back through and just chop all our onions again at the end and just make sure they're the size that we were looking for. So this is called a rough chop.
Now you get the cherry, Jerry. Now don't be so picky, Mickey.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do a bell pepper. So a bell pepper has a core of seeds in it. The seeds are very bitter, so you want to use your paring knife to cut around the stem. And we're going to remove this and put it in our trash bin. And you don't want any seeds. So when we cut it in half, you don't want any seeds in our salsa. It'll make it very bitter. And that's not our desired flavor. So make sure you get out all the seeds. And this white part of the bell pepper is called the pith. And once again, this is not very good tasting either, so I always like to cut mine out. And then any parts that you might see in the bell pepper that don't look too good, you want to make sure you check the inside and make sure it looks like it's in good shape. Okay, so once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and slice your bell pepper into like julienne, so long thin strips, and then we will turn those strips sideways and we are going to dice them. Now remember, we're making salsa, so it can be a little rougher chop. Just try to keep it small, so it's okay to go back over this just like I did with the onions, because I don't need so much uniformity because it's all going to go in a pot and just all be combined. I just want small pieces of bell pepper, clean my knife, and then I will put it aside. And I'm going to do the same thing for all the bell peppers. Okay, so let's talk about a jalapeno. Let me get my gloves. So when you are dealing with jalapenos, you want to always make sure to wear gloves. If we get the jalapeno under our fingernails or in a cut, you can end up like burning your eyes and things later with the juices from it. And the seeds, like the bell pepper, are bitter in the jalapeno. You do not want them. So I'm going to use my paring knife to cut around the top core. I'll remove that, and then I'm going to cut the jalapeno in half. And when I do so, you'll see this core in the middle with all these seeds. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. Okay, so all these seeds need to come out. Okay, and you might see my little children there out and about. So then I can take it from here with my chef knife, go ahead, slice it down, and then fine chop it. Again, it can be a rough chop. Because I'm just combining it for salsa, I'm not really worried so much about uniformity and shape, just as long as they're small. So I'm gonna do that for all my jalapenos. And I would clean your cutting board when you're done. You do not want jalapeno juice on your knife, in your eyes, or anything like that. So I'm gonna move forward and do that with every jalapeno.
Have a banana, Hannah. Try the salami, Tommy. Get with the gravy, Davy.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Try a tomato, Plato. Here's cacciatore, Dory. Taste of bologna, Tony.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
I fix your favorite dishes, hoping this good food fills ya. Work by hands to the bone in the kitchen alone. You better eat if it kills ya. Have anything you like, Mike.
Why, thank you, Bill.
The steak is choice, Royce.
Yummy.
I got a bonbon for you, John.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Hannah, Davy, Tommy, Dora, Mandrake.
Everybody eats they come to my house.
Now pass me a pancake, Mandrake. Have an hors d'oeuvre, Merv. How about a demi-tassy for Cassie?
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
This is a party, Marty. Now you get the cherry, Jerry. Now don't be so picky, Mickey.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
All of my friends are welcome. Now don't make me nag you, mag ya. Eat the table, the chairs, the kitchen, who cares? Eat all my things if they gag ya. Have a frittata, Lotta. Nibble a kibble, Sybil. Chili con carne for Barney.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Face, Buster, share, chops.
Okay, we're going to talk about mincing garlic. So garlic has individual cloves on the inside of the bulb. So you're going to want to cut them away with your paring knife. And then once we have it, there's a couple ways to remove the skin on this garlic. One, you can take your chef knife, turn your garlic clove over, and press down. So if you're comfortable with your knife, this is an easy way to remove the clove. Okay? Or two, the other way to remove the clove, just cut a slit in your clove with your paring knife, and then go ahead and just open it up that way as well. Okay, once you have your garlic clove, you're gonna go ahead and just start chopping. The thing with garlic is garlic can stick to your chef knife, so we're gonna just mince very small pieces. And to prevent it from sticking to your chef knife, you can add water or salt. The salt does not alter the garlic at all or change the flavor of your dish. And that water and salt will prevent this from happening. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and dice up our garlic.
Have a banana, Hannah. Try the salami, Tommy. Get with the gravy, Davy.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Try a tomato, Plato. Here's cacciatore, Dory. Taste of bologna, Tony.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
I fix your favorite dishes.
Okay, so an herb that we use in our salsa is going to be cilantro. So you're going to need to pick all the leaves off of your stems. And then once you do that, we're just going to start mincing the cilantro for our salsa.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Hannah, Davy, Tommy, Dora, Mandrake.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Now pass me a pancake, Mandrake. Have an hors d'oeuvre, Merv.
Now the only thing left we have to do is to dice all those tomatoes that we removed the skin from them. So now we will do that. So we're just looking to cut them in half, get a flat side, and then dice them into small dice. So we're going to begin to add everything to the pot. So you have your tomatoes that are cooking, let them cook for about 10 minutes before adding everything else. So you're going to add your onions, all your peppers, your cilantro, your garlic, and then you're going to let this cook for about a half an hour, and then you're going to go ahead and add your canning salt, your vinegar, and your sugar. Let it simmer for about 30 more minutes. Do a taste test before adding any final spices or more peppers. Remember, the taste test is the final option for you to add more peppers or spices to get the hotness level up if you desire. The salsa is ready to go into the can, so we have this awesome can filler at the top that's that green spout. It's like a funnel for canning. You can get it at any store, and we're going to go ahead and fill it and leave about a 1/4 of an inch gap at the top. And we will put our sealant lids on it and get ready for the last step. fill the cans is we're going to place them in this basket, which goes right into our canning pot. You need to make sure you have boiling water that will cover the jars while they're in there. You're going to leave them in there for 10 minutes before removing them. So make sure the water is covering your jars. And you'll take the basket over, you'll drop it into your canning pot and wait 10 minutes. Remove them and then let them cool on the counter until they reach room temperature.
Work by hands to the bone in the kitchen alone. You better.
After your jars have completely cooled, you can go ahead and create some fun labels for the top of them to give out as gifts, but you want to always make sure to at least use a permanent marker and to write the date of your canning.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.